You're so childish.
Oh my god, Trey, you're so childish. Damn, bro, you play way too much. Chill out.
Welcome to another episode of Grown But Childish, the podcast that you love to hate because you just can't stop laughing at me. This podcast offers diverse perspectives and unique insights on relationships, emotional intelligence, and life goals. I'm your host, Mr. Childish Trey, aka Dr. Love, aka Mr. Get That, aka Coach Trey. In this podcast, we dive into the fascinating world of relationships, exploring romantic entanglements, friendships, and the complexities of family dynamics. But we won't stop there. We'll also tackle other important topics too.
Woohoo! We are back at it again. Back at it again. All right. So I have been gone for a minute, but we already had this conversation. I'm very inconsistent with my consistency. And I'm not going to apologize for this time. Like I can't do it. Because I'm going to do it again. So there's no need to apologize if I'm going to do it again. The reason is lots of reasons. I'm busy, got kids, family. I'm too lazy. We don't talk about that enough, right? But yeah, it's a multitude of those things. So we do have a guest this time again. She is a regular now. It is my favorite guest. And I'm going to let her introduce her because she does it the best. All right, here she goes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go.
Hi, everyone. I'm Bonnie Ray. Nice to meet you. Hey. Let's get into these topics. I hope everyone enjoys the show. Thank you for tuning in with us.
Hey, okay. So, is it just me? I can barely hear you. I heard you before, but I think it's something else. Here, let me check something real
Now,
quick. Yeah, I mean, I can barely hear you, but I don't know if it's the audio on here or just something else. But let me check
let me.
Facebook and see if everybody else can hear you. Something else. But let me check. All right, try it one more time. Let's see if
Can you hear me?
everybody else can
Can you hear me? Or is it low?
something else. But let me check. All right, try it one more time. Let's see if everybody else.
Hey, everyone.
Just barely.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Let me see. Hold on. It may. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. There you go. Okay. All right, so let's do it again. Let's restart.
Woo!
All right.
Hi,
And
everyone. It's Bonnie Ray from Dallas, Texas. Thank you for having me. And let's enjoy the show.
yeah, let's get it. Like this is about to be lit for real, for real. So we're gonna call this episode "Don't Judge Me" because I've honestly been rethinking like a lot of things, like not rethinking, but thinking, remembering a lot of the BS that I used to do during high school and stuff like that. So we're actually going to talk about that here in a second. Um, so while we've been gone, I have been coming up with new ideas, trying to organize our our topics better because I come up with a lot of topics that I want to talk about, but they're not always organized. They're always jumping over all over the place. And that's just me. But I've been trying to do it for everybody else, especially people that I'm going to have come on, things like that. So, yeah. So we're going to call this segment "Grown and Embarrassing."
Ooh.
Let's get it.
Ooh.
And the reason why is because I want this podcast to be about being able to come on here. We're grown now, but we've had some embarrassing stories growing up. Some stuff that we would rather let die, but it's probably funny to laugh at now, or at least
Yeah.
clear the air as it may, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I actually came up with some of my own embarrassing stuff. I'm never going to let somebody just come on here and just air out their dirty laundry without me doing it first, right? Because lead by example. Okay, so grown and embarrassing is basically what we're going to do is tell what's the most embarrassing thing that we've either heard, and we're not going to use actual people's names. I've already figured out who's people's names, and I'm going to either use just their last name or use my name or whatever the case may be. But in respect to that, so we're going to talk about embarrassing things that we've heard or experienced ourselves, right? So quick question, don't judge me. Is it shameful to, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, but is it shameful to get caught in someone else's house only because their parents smelled your feet?
Absolutely.
Bruh. Oh.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like,
but would you invite? I'm not saying this was me. We're not going to name no names, right?
Oh my goodness.
We're not going to name no names, but I'm saying, like,
do I know the person?
You might. I don't know. I'm just saying from a story that I've heard or experienced myself, right? What if it's on like several different occasions? Like the only reason why you got caught is because it was like, whose feet is that? They walk in like, you didn't wash your feet today?
That is bad, and that should let you know a lot about a person. And I'm concerned for her to, to even deal with someone like that. But that is,
that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Can you imagine? Just like, oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Yeah. What if you're there and the mom or dad comes or whoever?
Exactly.
and they're just going in about how funky somebody's feet is.
Exactly. You hear
they're hiding. You just hearing everything. Like,
and the dad comes in, he roasting like, girl, I know your feet don't smell like no corn chips up here.
That is awful. Oh my goodness.
Didn't I tell you couldn't have no Doritos this late at night?
That is horrible. I swear that is. Oh my goodness! I can't even imagine. I would be so embarrassed as the girl.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. It was me. It was me. And I was.
That is so funny.
But this happened on 3 separate occasions. So I told y'all last time that I got caught in this girl's house. She lived like 2 doors down from me, and like, you know what? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna take the full bullet. I'm gonna take the full bullet. It wasn't just the shoes, because I felt like it was just the shoes, but at the time, I didn't like changing my socks.
Oh Lord!
I was lazy. Like I would just get the socks, put them on, and
like most men,
right? And even taking a shower or a bath or whatever the case may be, I would still like reach over, grab my socks that I had on because I was comfortable, right? And whatever. But anyways, it was crazy because that was the only reason why I got caught. Now, what did I learn from this experience? socks after the third time, right? Third time was keep your shoes on. That's what I learned. I need to keep my shoes on. So.
I hope so, because that was embarrassing.
And the second thing is just change your socks. It's nothing. You know, just change your socks. I'm doing my laundry now. I'm very proactive about it, so I don't have that issue anymore.
That is funny. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was wild. I feel like maybe I wouldn't have got caught if my feet didn't stink and I didn't leave them in the middle of the floor. Like that's not the first thing you think about when the parents are walking into the hallway or whatever. You hear them coming, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna think about, oh, let me get my shoes. No, let me find somewhere to go. My issue is my issue is that I never learned the lesson of go the way you came in. Because I would always come through the window. But for some reason, I either listening to her. What's it? Okay. So I got caught 3 times. 2 was by the same girl's parents.
3 times?
I got caught 3 times.
Okay.
Like my whole experience of sneaking in girl's house, I was only caught 3 times.
Okay.
So the first time I did it, I got caught by we're gonna call her Miss Peace. So I got caught by her father. The messed up situation about this is we had the window open that I came in at. So we doing a good 2-hour session. We going, right? And so she gets up and she's like, "You hear that?" I'm like, "I didn't hear shit." And so she goes and investigates, and it's these apartments in whatever, Lancaster, Texas, right? So the apartments, I forgot what they're called, but the way they're set up is so you have 2 apartments coming down this way, and then you have 1 apartment coming across like this. So and it made like kind of like a like an entrance to the parking lot. So anyway, she goes outside, and so she can see the parking lot, and she sees her dad pulling up. Now she comes back in, and she's like, "My dad's coming. Hi." So I'm like, "How far is he?" We ain't got time to talk. I was like, "Okay, where I go?" We're not thinking, go get the fuck out the window. No. I jumped my ass in the closet. I know stereotypically that never works. I don't know why I thought it would work. I don't know why I thought the next 2 times would work, but I kept doing
it. I'm not gonna hold you. Okay, go ahead. So
I'm in the closet, right? And I hear her like arguing with her father. And I'm not really I'm scared, but I'm not like I'm finna die scared. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get caught, like it's about to go down, that type of scared. Now, and there's a reason why I wasn't like I'm gonna die scared, right? So I'm in the closet and I'm on the corner of the wall. Like I'm sitting on the wall, and there's a whole bunch of boxes, or like what are those buckets that you get from Walmart? You put the lid on, and clip them and stuff. Totes. There we go. Totes. So I have the totes around me, and I'm hiding behind the clothes like this. And so the door is right here. Well, no. So the door's right here, and I'm here on the corner where there's no door. So I'm just sitting here. I'm quiet. I'm chilling, right? And I hear him leave. And then all of a sudden, the door just slams open, and he's yanking me out the closet. He has me hemmed up on the bed. Now, the issue is with that is I forgot he didn't have no legs. He didn't have no legs. Like
he didn't have any legs.
From the kneecaps to his foot, he ain't have none of that.
This feels so wrong.
So he's on his nub, and he got me hemmed up.
So he's nubbing you.
He's nubbing me. He got me on the bed. So it doesn't dawn on me until he starts yelling at Miss Peace to go get someone for me. Now, this is the same girl I got caught twice, right?
Oh gosh.
But now that I think about it, I'm a little upset because she went and tried. She left. So made me assume that she went to go try to get somebody, that she had me in the house. So I'm like, bro, this is a setup, right? Anyways, so he's yelling, go get my dude. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why you gotta get this dude? And it just dawned on me, because he ain't got no legs. He doing the best he can right now. And I'm chilling because, like, at this point, I'm a child, right? And he's an adult. So, like, my foundation is, like, just sit here, relax. You're going to be in trouble, but, it's going to be cool, right? So, I'm scared, but I'm chilling. So, no, your feet that foul. He put them in my pillowcases. Wash your feet, whatever. So, anyways, he got me hemmed up, right? And so he came back. No, he didn't come back. She came back and she stayed in the doorway. And then, like, at that point, it dawned on me, this nigga ain't got no legs. Why am I just sitting here? Because if he goes to my parents and tell them that he caught me in the house, I'm gonna be in trouble, right? So that's all counted on me at this point, especially with him calling for help.
Oh my goodness!
So, like, he got no legs. And like at this point, I'm 6'2". I weigh probably like $150, right? And I've been working out, right? He already off balance because he got me hemmed up like this, right?
Dude,
on the bed, he has me hemmed up like this. So I simply just push him.
He had you trapped in the nub.
Yeah, so I simply just push him and dart out the house. I'm gone. I jump in my car and I go home like nothing happened. And that's just one of the times I got caught. So the funny thing is, right? She called me back over because after that we started dating, right? And so when we started dating, she wanted me to meet her dad again, and this time on a better note. And I was like, I'm not stupid. I'm not about to go over there and meet your dad when he just had me hemmed up on the bed. And so I don't know at what point I thought about this or how we ended up to this conversation or this plan, but I was like, I'm gonna just Clark Kent his ass. So at this time, you remember those 3D glasses that they would give you at the movie theaters? So around that time, I used to paint those glasses, like, to match my outfits.
Yeah.
So I had like this one specific pair that I put on with this one outfit, and I was like, all right, I'll go meet your dad. And I was like, hopefully he doesn't recognize me from when he just had me hemmed up. So I go over there. I'm just reckless. I'm reckless with my life at this point. So I go over there and we're sitting at the dinner table and we're just having casual conversation. This whole time I'm looking at this man in his eye like, I hope he doesn't remember me. It doesn't seem like he remembers me. So I'm a little shaken. She's sitting over there on the couch and whatnot. So he didn't bring it up. He didn't say nothing. He offered me something to drink, stuff like that, and then I went on my way.
Oh, wow.
Wild stuff.
You be getting caught up, honey.
You
need a better plan. But no, I got caught like that before in the closet. I don't know. When you said that, that's why I started laughing. I was like, I'm not even going to hold you because I've been there before, and that was the most embarrassing, funny thing ever. I had to run outside butt naked.
Not butt naked.
Yeah, butt naked.
I thought I was going to have that one time. I was dating this married woman, and she thought like, well, she wasn't like, she was separated. But like, I guess she had like this toxic relationship with her ex-husband, and he would like pop up sometimes or something like that, right? So I thought I was going to have one of those issues where I have to jump out the window, but booty ball naked and try to make it to my car and stuff. But it never happened. It never happened. Thank God.
It happened to me.
Yeah, it never happened. But what else? What else? You live and you learn. That's the concept. So me personally, I didn't learn until like the third time.
I learned the first time. And then you know what? The situation at hand, like I shouldn't even been the one that was put in that position. Like that, there was no need for me to even. There was no need. It was really like when I did it, it was really out of the benefit of the other woman for like a reason, because she was pregnant. And like I didn't know he had this baby mama that was super pregnant, that was like literally due to go and birth the next day.
Wow.
I was young at this time and I was messing with this guy, and I was at his house, and his mom and the baby mama show up, and she was like threatening to hurt herself and hurt the baby, and she had like one more day, and the neighbor heard us having sex. And the neighbor she was, I didn't know she was super cool with the neighbor. So the neighbor called her and was like,
the neighbor
hey,
snitching.
I hear, it was like, hey, I hear such and such over there, whatever, this girl is over there, blah, blah, blah. Me totally unaware of their situation or whatever. And she came over there with the mom. And I had to get in the closet. And she ended up finding me in the closet, and I ran out.
Was it your idea to get in the closet, or was it his idea?
It was his idea.
See, I feel like the reason why they put us in the closet, right, is because they want to keep going afterwards. Like,
right?
No, let me out. I want to leave. Why? I don't understand why I never thought about it until now that I'm older. Like, why did I never jump back out the window?
I think they think like maybe if I put you in the like you said, they wanted to have like if I put you in the closet and I can give a good enough excuse to my person that nothing is going on or whatever, maybe they'll leave and then we could just go back at what we were doing. But it never worked. It never works like that. Like
they never leave.
Never worked that way.
We never leave.
Yeah, it's the dumbest thing. So it's like you might as well just face the situation head on. Like, let me go ahead and leave or whatever. I seen this one video of this girl and this girl and this guy, and they were in a hotel room, and the girlfriend had found his location or whatever, and she came to the hotel room, got into the hotel room or whatever, they were confronting each other. And he's like, how did you even get in here? Or whatever. And the girl was in the restroom. And so she started acting like the maid. And she literally started cleaning the toilet and everything. And the girlfriend's like, you're not the maid? And she's like, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm the maid. And she's like cleaning the toilet and everything. Right. It was so funny. I was like, that is so embarrassing. Just, oh my goodness.
I feel like I would do something like that. So that goes to my next thing. That actually goes into my next thing. So, oh man, I need to create that segment. What's the most shameful or craziest thing you've done for the D or for the cat? Want me to go first?
Yeah, because I don't think I'm. Go ahead. I don't think I.
Okay. So it wasn't for this person's cat. It was for the person that I was with, and I didn't want to leave the group because if I split up from the group, then I lose the opportunity. I had to go home, right? So this is when we were younger. I was in middle school, and this girl, I don't remember her name. Let's call her Lexus, right? my childhood friend Lexus, and my other friend Tillman, and Jackson. So Tillman and Lexus are women. Jackson is a guy. So me, Tillman, and Lexus are coming. We're probably just hanging out throughout the weekend or whatever. And it's hot. It's during the summertime or, August or something like that. And they're going to Lexus's house. Lexus is, let's say, Latina, Mexican woman. And so are her parents.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Lexus' mom loves me because, I always made her laugh and, I'm just very friendly at this time. But her dad was like big and swole, like, no boys allowed in the house. That was his rule. No boys allowed in the house because, you trying to get with my daughter, you trying to be in the room and all that kind of stuff, right? Which I was, right? But it wasn't for Lexus. It was for Tillman, right? So they're going in the house. They're like, well, we want to hang out. We want to get some water, some stuff like that. And so I tell them, look, I'm not trying to hit on you, Lexus. I want Tillman. Just tell your mom that. And so she went and told her mom, and she was like, no, blase, whatever. I was like, okay, what if I act gay for to come in the house? It's hot, and I ain't about to walk 8 blocks to go back home when I can come in.
That is so funny.
We're gonna go hang out, right? So I was like, what if I just acted gay, right? So he was like, yeah, try that. So they introduced me to their mom and dad as their gay best friend. So at this time, this was like 2008. Let's just say that 2008, 2006 or something like that. You didn't really see a lot of flamboyant boys during that time. It was kind of like, So whereas now, everybody's very not open to it, but it's a lot more spotlighted, right? So I go in the house and they're introducing me. And so, I give pleasantries to the mom, and then to the dad, I'm like, hi, how are you? You doing? I'm giving my gay voice. I got the tone down. I got the little swish and everything. I got all that. Girl. But I'm doing all that. And I turned to Alexis. I was like, girl, you didn't tell me your dad was looking like this, girl. What?
No.
So I'm doing all that. I'm giving my best performance.
The whole shebang.
It's too hot to be outside. So I'm going to give my best. How you doing? Hi. I'm giving everything I got, right?
Oh Lord.
And so the problem with me is I don't know when to stop. Once I get in the character, I'm in that character.
So you were a whole punk.
Yeah. For like at least a good 3 hours. I'm in this man's house. So he allows me to go into the room because I fooled him that, I'm not looking for them. He's more my type than them, right? So I'm in the girl's room, but he doesn't allow to close the door, right? He doesn't allow to close the door, but I'm in the room and I'm sitting on the floor with my legs cocked up, like reading a magazine on my belly, my legs cocked up, just swishing my feet. I'm in character. I'm gonna stay in character until I leave this house. So I'm sitting here swishing my feet, talking to the girls, still talking with my tone, everything like that. And so, what happened? So then Jackson, I don't know how he got in the house. Maybe he already knew them for a long time. I had just moved to Louisville at this time, so I guess, they all had a relationship before I got there. So I guess Jackson was allowed to come in the house prior to me, right?
Uh-huh.
So Jackson comes in the house. He walks to the back where we're at. He sees me on the floor laying down, swishing my feet. He's like, "What you doing? What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Boy, you better stop it. You already know." So I'm still in character.
Uh-huh.
Tell me why this dude went to school the next day. I'm in football. He telling all the dudes in the locker room that I'm secret gay.
No.
I'm secretly gay.
No.
Knowing dang well I wasn't. But it's just the fact that I was doing it. He thought it would be funny to tell the whole locker room.
Oh,
Bruh.
wow.
Never, ever lived it down. Never lived it down. And all just because I wanted to be around Tillman for the rest of the day. That was it. Wow.
Wow. You be having some stories, honey.
I be doing stuff. I stay in stuff. I can't help myself. So that was. Did you have another embarrassing story? Oh, did you have a story for craziest thing you've done?
No, I cannot say I've done anything crazy for it.
Also, you just been saying.
Let me see. No, I can't say I have.
Okay. All right, that's fine. It's just me out here being wild for the deep.
Yeah.
Not for the
Yeah.
deep. Wait a second.
No.
For the cat.
For the kitty cat.
Right. Kitty meow.
Purr. Big purr. Like they're saying now, the moose knuckle.
Is that what they're calling it? I thought it was the camel toe.
It is a camel toe, but now
because it's so big now, it's a moose knuckle.
Yeah, so now Glorilla, she posted a picture of her showing her camel toe, but she had put showing my moose knuckle or whatever. And so the girls, they run with everything the celebrities do. Right. So they ran with the whole showing my moose knuckle. So now they're like taking pictures and they're saying, "Hey, my moose knuckle's this, my moose knuckle's that." And I'm like, are y'all forgetting like moose knuckle was originally for men? Like
that's what I
see
thought.
Their print. It hangs like a moose knuckle. Like, are y'all crazy?
That's what I thought.
Women are camel toes. Like what y'all are saying y'all have
I guess it's just that big now, the audacity of these people, right?
That's crazy. But no, I don't have any I haven't done anything crazy, and this whole moose knuckle thing is like out of control. Y'all have balls. I kind of think Glorilla is a boy anyways.
Do you think so?
She kind of gives me boy a little bit.
Maybe she's just a tomboy.
Yeah, no, there's some things like I've looked at her and I'm like, it kind of gives boy.
I guess some people have
in some ways
real strong features, Yeah. Do you know what FOMO means? Something I learned. I said something I learned this year. Do you know what FOMO means? FOMO.
I've heard it, but I haven't really paid attention to it because I'm not really into all the different labels they have now for like. Mm-hmm. Jesus, explain, please.
So it's an acronym for fear of missing out. So FOMO, fear of missing out. So what that basically means is a lot of people. The reason why they get out of relationships, whether that's by being dumped or cheating on someone or something like that, is can be circled back to the belief of missing out, being afraid of missing out on something better or something different, something else. So it's called FOMO.
FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO. Have you ever experienced FOMO?
No, because I'm a relationship type of girl. So no, I haven't experienced that, but I do know people who, if that's what we call it now, FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people that are FOMO. A lot of men are FOMO. There's a lot of women that are FOMO because they want the experience of the city girl or to be the player. If that's the case, most players are FOMO because they a lot of them are doing it because they want to seem like the that guy, the player type. So they don't want to lose that. So that's sort of like similar to being FOMO in the same way. So like they don't want to miss out on being this player type dude and having this legacy of being such and such or seen with all the different women and you know it's women like that. They hang around with a lot of single women or you know 304s and they don't want to miss out on the fun and so they'll avoid relationships or easily sabotage relationships so they can do what their friends want to do or just be portrayed a certain way. So yeah, I know a lot of people that are like that actually.
So I think that would like so I think that would like also tie into being FOMO is like
being free.
Yeah, being free, you know, not missing out on the freedom to do things that you couldn't do when you're in a relationship. That has nothing to do with the opposite sex or same sex or whatever the case may be. Has to do with a certain aspect of your lifestyle. So for instance, right? If your significant other doesn't want you to have a motorcycle, this is just for example, doesn't want you to have a motorcycle. So now you like, well, I really want a motorcycle. You know, midlife crisis, you know, guys that do go through the midlife crisis, or women. What is the women subsequent of midlife crisis? Is it the same thing?
No, I think our midlife crisis is more health wise and mental and things like that. Like men will go and do some, I don't know, some women may, but most of the times when we're talking about a woman's midlife crisis, they always go directly to like health and things like that. Men, it's more so going and doing things like actions, more of like you said, going to get a motorcycle, like things like that. You may have I wouldn't say that. Usually, I mean, growing up and just being around a lot of women, that's typically what I hear when women say midlife crisis. Like it's mostly always tied to like emotions and health and things like that.
Okay, I could take that.
Yeah, it's never like, oh, I'm going to. Some women might cut their hair. Like, I'm having a midlife crisis, so I'm going to go cut my hair. But then again, the reason why they cut their hair is usually stemming from like an emotional standpoint somewhere, or like, you know, I'm having a midlife crisis because my heart is broken, or I'm this. Like men, it's just I'm having a midlife crisis. I want a new bike. I'm getting old. Like I want to buy this sports car that I just. I
think women as well experience FOMO though, because you know there's that saying. What is it called? Don't miss the water till the well run dry, or the grass ain't always greener on the other side, right? I feel like yes. Well, let's do this. Who cheats more, men or women?
Ooh, that's a good one. But before we get into that, so I feel you said you feel like women experience FOMO a lot. Well, I think so, and I think we actually experience it a little more due to childbearing. Like that by itself is in that same category as FOMO,
Right.
because you're missing out on this, and a lot of women they even lack at motherhood because of being FOMO, because they want to go do this and do that. They don't want to miss this, but they so happen to end up be a mom. So absolutely, women do experience FOMO, and it's probably a bigger issue with women than it is with men.
So I believe FOMO can be not just, I hope I'm using the right word, but subjugated into just one category, as in cheating or missing out on another person or whatever. It could be a life experience, or
that's what I'm saying. Like mothers experience FOMO probably more because you can't go and have certain fun. You can't go and do this. You can't travel. You can't, you can't, there's a lot of opportunities that has nothing to even do with intimacy or anything like that. Like there's a lot that mothers don't want to miss out on, or that they do miss out on simply because they're a mother. Like, so yeah. But back to who cheats more. In my honest opinion,
go ahead.
Women.
Why you say that?
Because we get away with it easier. Because we're better at cheating.
I feel like, and this is gonna go to our last segment of the day, but I feel like the only reason why women, and I agree with you, the only reason why women are better at cheating than men is because women talk more than men. A side nigga, right, is not about to go, not all the time, very rarely, not about to go to the main dude and say, hey, here's some screenshots of your girl, doing this, doing that, blah, blah. Now, this generation, maybe, because I've seen a lot more of it happening or whatever. However, I'm just saying, traditionally, men don't go and talk to other men or that man about what's going on, because they don't want that to potentially end most of the time. Reason why, and I say that's the reason why women get away with it more, because I feel like
women get away with cheating more simply because men are dumb. They're cheaters. When they're dumb, they cheat stupidly. Okay. Men don't even notice this about themselves. A woman can cheat. She can come home and act like nothing absolutely happened. You would never know. Right. Never. Her demeanor will not change. She could be fucking the shit out of the plumber. You won't know it. A woman, you won't know your woman, and that's why a lot of men don't know their women are cheating. Like you can't. You're not going to smell her and say, "Oh, she's cheating today." Like you don't know, and we're sneakier. Like we are better with hiding cheating. Men, when y'all cheat, y'all get mean. Y'all naturally get mean. Y'all don't notice it, but we notice it. Like y'all will become very irritable. Y'all will pick and do little bitty things where it's like the smallest things y'all don't even know tells on yourself. Like even with your phone, like y'all are dumb cheaters. A woman literally can cheat on you, come home, fix you a meal, clean the house, kiss you in your mouth, act like you just like everything is great, like nothing happened, like she never left the house, and you will never know. Men, y'all will literally come home with an attitude. Y'all will start lacking in doing things with your home base. You'll start showing more attention here. You'll become very snappy. Men change when they cheat. Y'all don't notice it, but we notice it. Absolutely. Y'all cannot hide cheating. And that's how most men get caught cheating. Women don't. We don't. We will act like nothing happened. You will never know.
I think because we're terrible at multitasking. I would say that we're terrible at multitasking.
So how can you multitask two women?
Exactly. So I agree with
like
I agree with you. Hold on one second. Sorry.
it's we're better cheaters.
I agree with you.
And some things men wouldn't expect women to do like we expect y'all to do. So y'all will turn a blind eye to a lot of things that women are capable of because a lot of men underestimate women a lot, like a whole lot, especially the woman that they're with. They will underestimate her. And the whole time, she's more player than you. Like, seriously, we're just better cheaters. And I think we cheat more because we're sneakier. Like,
so what I'll say to you guys out there listening, become more observant. If she done cleaned the same spot twice in the house, she cheating. She out there doing something. Actually, guilty until proven innocent. That's gonna be bro code today. Guilty until proven innocent.
yeah, y'all won't know we're cheating until we're ready to leave you. That's when a man starts finding out his woman is cheating when she's clocked out, and that's usually when she stops doing a lot of things.
There's usually signs of that, like of women cheating, which guys don't pay attention to because a lot of them are self-absorbed. Absorbent. They're self-absorbent. So, and
look, we both tongue-tied over here.
These are signs that she's either cheating already or she's on the path of cheating, depending on what type of woman you have, right? So some women, they will tell you before they cheat.
And usually if a woman tells you that she's going to cheat or that she's cheating, she doesn't want you. That's a woman that's on the verge of leaving.
That's on the verge.
That's why I said most men don't find out their woman is cheating until she's on the verge of leaving.
Yep, exactly. So
men don't leave women.
Nah. It's always the other way around. So she's going to tell you, or she's going to subtly show you that she's cheating. And the way I say that is, if let's see, trying to think of a good example. You got one? I'm still thinking about it.
Why would I give you the tea?
That's wild.
No,
this is neutral grounds.
She'll become very distant, like a lot of women, because she's gonna misplace her emotions and everything into the other man. And again, she's on her way of leaving. That a woman that puts more emotions and everything into a man, she's on the verge of leaving. But that's how you're really gonna know she's cheating. She's gonna stop being the woman she used to be in the home. Mm-hmm. Like all of that is gonna cease. Like she's gonna start cooking less. She gonna start caring for you less. It's gonna be more about her, how she moves. She's gonna be going out more. She's gonna remove herself from the situation a lot. She's gonna start disrespecting you a lot. Once a woman just really starts getting disrespectful with you like that, like she starts talking to you ways she never talked to you before and things like that, like acting ways, then you'll know she's cheating. But that's the difference for men. Men will do that from the time they start cheating. Like women build up. It leads up to that because she's on the verge of leaving. But a man, he will start that from the time he gets a new piece of ass, excuse my French. But like as soon as he starts cheating, y'all can immediately start texting another woman and she making you smile. You're going to start being very mean to that other woman in some ways, a lot of different ways. You're going to be very irritable with her in a lot of ways. Like that's just how men operate. So
I think that's a common, because you said the same thing for both. So
I mean, yeah, but one is like later on, and usually, like you said, you're like both of your points that you said, like she's telling you or she's showing you. That's when you know, like she's done with you, but she's telling you. A man's not gonna tell you. He's not gonna show you. He's actually cheating. He's not gonna. It's only certain men that'll actually say, "Hey, look, I'm cheating on you," or actually show you, "Hey, I'm dealing with this woman." Like, and that's usually again after they're caught. Like, it's never usually up front. A woman is gonna leave, so she's gonna act. A woman can come home after cheating, being with a man all day, all night, even on a vacation, and come home and act like nothing happened. A man is gonna start it immediately. Like, you're gonna know he's cheating because his whole demeanor, his attitude, everything is gonna change like that, and it's gonna drag on until him in that situation is done.
Yeah, true.
So that's the difference. It's similar, but it's different.
Right. And now you have two different types of cheaters in the way that they cheat, right? So one type is they're going to be upfront about it, and the reason why they're being upfront about it. Let me speak for the man side. So for me, if I tell you that, yeah, I got a little on the side, right? And that's because at that point I don't care anymore. Like you said, like I'm already either you're gonna leave me. I'm not leaving my side piece. At the end of the day, I want at this point I want to stay in the relationship and keep receiving whatever you're giving me. That is the reason why I want to stay in that relationship and have my side piece. Or
I wish a nigga would.
hey, say, baby, let me tell you something.
No.
I want to let you know.
No, baby.
I got the little on the side.
You and your can be a okay over there.
You can be cool with it, or you don't have to be. There's
absolutely the F not.
There's the dope. But then we want to get toxic after that. Oh, so you just gonna leave like that? Absolutely. It's your fault. The reason why I'm cheating. You should stay here and try to fix it. Maybe
nope. Absolutely the not.
That's it. That is over with.
That's it. That's because I'm not good. See me, I can't be with someone I know is cheating because I'm not good with competition. Like I don't like competing.
I don't like that
over
either.
Someone like no, it's not. If I'm not playing a sport or something that's beneficial to me competing, I'm not competing. Like, and I'm not competing for someone. I don't think I should have to because I feel like I am the prize too. You're the prize too, but I am the prize too. Like I'm a prize too. So why would I, if I'm the number one prize, why would I be competing with what? That doesn't even make sense.
So what? Since you brought up the subject of the prize, right? How do you feel about this statement? What do you bring to the table? So in dating right now, you have a lot of guys out there that says, what are you bringing to the table? And women are like, you funky for asking me that. Like you should already know. Like stop. I want to stop being asked that. But on the other hand, we get asked all the time, what are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing a healthy mindset? Are you healed? Are you a provider? Are you and you know, provider in different ways, whatever they're looking for you to provide? Are you bringing financial security?
Understanding,
you know, pillow princess treatment. Fucking pillow princesses. And what else? what else is it called? Passenger Princess. Oh, I hate Passenger Princess. The only reason why is because I want to be a passenger prince. I'm tired of driving. I've been driving for 6 hours.
Oh, my old man, he's a passenger
last
prince.
30 minutes. Just drive the last 30 minutes. That's it.
Mine is ever since I first ever drove with him. He drove with me.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a passenger prince ever since. It's hard getting him to drive. It's me. I'm always driving.
See, I don't mind driving. My max is 6 hours. I can drive up to 6 hours. After that, I need a break. If I drive, I just feel like, why are we arguing and why are you walking now? Because I asked you to drive. I don't understand that. Like, I don't get that. So, but anyways, so how do you feel? Do you feel like
the question?
Is it wrong for a man to stand on business about, well, what do you bring to the table? Now, let me add on to that. Me personally, I feel like if you're dealing with the right woman, I mean the right woman, like she got everything in the bag, she's doing everything, so she's perfect, right? Me personally, she is the table. That's how I feel. Now, again, you can only know that by getting more in depth into who they are, what they want, what they like, common interests, things like that. So how do you feel about the double standard nowadays of don't ask me what I'm bringing to the table?
I don't really care for a lot of this new age things, these new age things that are going on. Me personally, I don't feel a type of way if a man was to ask me that, because I'm confident in who I am and what I am, and I know I'm an asset. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't have an issue with someone questioning what I am and who I am and like what I bring to the table, because I know I'm an asset. So like, I don't mind. I don't mind being asked that question, and that's a good question. Like, to ask them, what do you bring to the table? Like, what benefits am I gonna get for bringing you into my life? Like, anyone should want to know that question. I just think nowadays, everyone's so out of touch with one another when it comes to communicating, when it comes to just connecting, the whole shebang. Like, the woman wants to be on top and the man wants to be on top. The woman wants to be in the position. She wants to be an alpha while the man is an alpha. Like, so it's a lot of, you can't tell me what to do. I can't tell you what to do. Don't do this. Don't do that. And I just think the internet and everyone's opinion is just, I don't know.
So I believe that there can be two alphas, and I believe in equal opportunity.
No, right? That's not right.
Hold on. Let me finish.
She's not be an alpha. She's not supposed to. I believe you can. Listen, I believe, and this is just me, because you can't say, I want a feminine woman who is in her femininity, and I need her to be submissive. I need her to be this. I want her to be this way. You can't say you want that type of woman and say, I think she could be an alpha. No alpha can be feminine. That is not, those are not even the same energies. Alphas are masculine energies. So if you want an alpha woman, you want a man. Women cannot be alphas. That is not how it is. And because we're only alphas because society places us as alphas. Exactly. We place ourselves as alphas when we become single mothers, when we be independent and do it on our own. Okay, then we're an alpha woman. But technically, no woman is supposed to be an alpha woman. I'm not supposed to. The only alpha in this family that is supposed to be is my man, the husband. That is the alpha. I am the omega. Like, that is how it goes.
How the dynamic's supposed to go. Right.
That's how it's supposed to go. But the problem with it now is we have too many alpha women. There is no room for the omega. There is no room for that feminine woman, because everyone don't want to give up that alpha. And they don't everyone wants to be alpha. The only feminine energy we have right now are punks.
Yeah, everybody wants the seat in the Game of Thrones. Everybody wants that seat. Cersei wants that seat. Tyrion wants that seat.
Everyone.
Everybody wants that seat.
John,
So
the whole 9-9, like I absolutely dislike.
This-
like, and
this is my
I've
thing.
said it about myself before. Like, I'm an alpha woman because I know I'm an alpha woman
mm,
when I'm alone, when I'm independent. But
Right.
I don't aspire to remain an alpha woman because if I want to be an
that
alpha
should be the
woman, that
mindset.
means, yeah, and that means I'm living my life in survival mode. I don't
Right.
want to live in survival mode. Alphas live in survival mode because they're constantly hustled. They're constantly on top. They're constantly having to be in masculine energy. I don't want
Yeah.
that. I want to be the soft woman.
I would think no woman would want that, but you know,
They do.
this generation or
They-
in this day and age, let's say not generation, let's say this day and age, more women are both wanting to and having to be an alpha. Now, the wanting to women equal opportunity.
Mhm.
And if we are together, I want this to be equal
Mhm.
because you don't want to give up that throne. I'm gonna be an alpha whether either way.
Uh-huh.
But if you want to join over here, where big dogs sit, bro. If you want to sit over here where we sit, cool beans. It's all equal opportunity over here. And what
Yeah.
I'm talking about that is if somebody breaks into the house, I need you to go handle that. Just
Facts.
as well as I would.
Facts.
If we out of money, I need you to go out there and hustle just as much as I would for that.
Yeah.
Don't. If we are taking a day trip and I already drove my 6 hours,
You need to drive yours.
I need you to drive.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. Now, if you want to be a feminine woman and Omega or be in your femininity,
Femininity.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then and be in your soft girl era, right?
Uh-huh.
Then there are things that you have to be willing to give up in order to have that, which means make me a sandwich when I'm watching the game or watching anime. For me, when Demon Slayer comes on Sunday from 7 to 8, I want my chips and snacks ready for me. That's femininity. Because guess what? I paid the bills.
Yep.
That refrigerator you going into, it's on because I paid that electricity bill.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to feed me while I'm driving for my 6 hours, and then we're gonna pull over and take a nap.
There you go.
Yep. Let's see what else. When we get into a debate or an argument outside in the streets, and I say, step back, let me handle this, you step back and let me handle this.
Yeah. Be
Right?
that soft woman that you're supposed to be, like that you're wanting to be.
Exactly. Don't scream femininity and female power in soft girl era, but you ready to clap on somebody instead of listen to me and say, let me handle this. Let me deal with this.
Yeah. You only want to be feminine and
When
use
it
your
suits
feminine
you.
energy when it's time to get intimate. That's it. But any
When
other
it
time,
suits you.
you're an alpha. Like,
Exactly.
it doesn't even make sense. But this day and age of dating, connecting, the whole thing, to me is nothing more than a whole bunch of prostitutes, because that's exactly what all the women that say a lot of the things that they say. It's like the prostitute has turned into the modern day woman.
Exactly. Because let me tell you this. The day I got an invoice from a woman for just having a conversation with her over the phone,
That's crazy.
She sent me an invoice.
That's crazy.
Talking about you owe me for my time.
That's crazy. That's a prostitute.
That's prostitution.
Like they don't even when they. I don't know if I don't know. Maybe they don't read what they're saying or listen to what they're saying. Like that's prostitution.
I never thought I was
exactly
gonna be,
what prostitutes do. Like
I never thought I was going to be
might
the
as well go
adult.
sell it.
I never thought I was going to be the adult to say this, but it's in our music that is so front and center. Like back in the day, it was movies. During time of COVID, it was TV shows and movies and stuff. But this day and age, these last 2.5 years, music has been front and center.
It's everywhere. That's
It's
like
everywhere.
the standards for dating now.
Exactly. You got Miss Sexy Red and Miss Glorilla and SZA and her. I don't think they're in the same category. But anyways, you got all those women.
No, not her and not SZA. Well, SZA may be because she promotes about the same, just in an R&B way.
I'm just learning artist names now, so I'm just throwing people out there. But anyways, so you got those artists now that are promoting this culture of what you said,
the 304 culture.
The 304 culture. So yeah, yep, that's where we're at. All right, so that was our little segment. We're gonna call that the real. Have a real conversation. This is a little off topic, but I got an argument with this girl about and this is gonna take up all of our time, but I still want to talk about it. So she read, I don't know if it was an article or she read or she saw this video. This transgender woman went to the doctor and told the doctor that she's having period-like symptoms. She thinks she's having a period. She's already she's gotten the surgery and all that, right? So me, I like to play devil's advocate all the time. I always like to look at things from both sides, and I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. Now, me personally, I don't know medically if she's having an actual period, right? She's not.
No.
Studies show that men. Yeah.
Now, are we talking about a transgender woman as in a man turning into a woman, or are we talking about a woman that turns into a man?
Mm-hmm.
The woman turning into the man.
Turning into a woman.
That's not human.
That's not possible, right? So, but look at this. So,
but hold on. But there is a medical thing where men can experience PMS symptoms, but they don't have an actual period.
Exactly. They don't have an actual period. So that was my argument. I was like, maybe he's using the wrong terminology. However, since there's no medical term for this new scenario of a transgender man, we don't have a lot of medical background on transgender men and women. So we're still finding out new things, what happens after the surgery, research, all that, right? So my argument was, maybe he just doesn't know the term of what he's experiencing. Yeah, maybe there'll be blood, but we know it's not a period.
Yeah.
But men can experience
PMS
symptoms such as bloating. They can have abdominal cramps. They can have whatever. But her mindset consistently was, but it's not a period. Nigga, we know it's not a period, but our mindset, most people's mindset is like, well, what does this feel like? What is this common to? It's common to a woman having a period. So if she wants to say that she's having a period, let her say that until we get an actual medical terminology for.
I wouldn't call it a period because that's not what it is. I mean,
that's not what it is.
Even though she's having symptoms similar to a menstrual cycle, it's not a menstrual cycle. So,
right.
If just say PMSing, I guess. But then at the same time, like, I mean, because that's what it is. Like,
and you're just using the term loosely, like.
Just, I mean, I wouldn't just say I'm having a full blown, like, I mean, that's the same thing, but I don't know. Maybe it just sounds better when you say just I'm having PMS symptoms, or that's basically what she should have said. I'm having PMS symptoms.
Right. But my thing was with her is, why are we focusing on what he said? Why are we not focusing on the possible medical mystery of what's going on in this new sex, right? And that's what I was trying to get her to understand. I was like, it's just a medical mystery, and you're focusing on period. Take that out of the equation. The equation is they're having symptoms. Ah, dang, we lost her. But they're having symptoms. So, I mean, yeah, symptoms. But PMSing. So I was right. So she knows who she is. And we're just gonna keep having these debates. So we're going to sorry, I stay in the ghetto. I don't be knowing what be going on out there. But so we're gonna go into our next segment until Miss Bonnie comes back to us. Our favorite conversation is sex talk. So we're going to do just a little bit of this because we're already coming up on our time here. And I want to show, and I really want to do this last segment. So we're going to do just a little bit of this, but this has been heavy on my heart, right? Yay, she's back.
I don't know what happened. It just closed out the app.
It's all good. So I went ahead and moved us to the next segment because we have 2 more to go after this. So real quick, do you think that are you a pleaser, or do you like to be pleased when it comes to sex?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question. I like stuff like that, but yeah, I'm a sexist person, but I absolutely am 100% a pleaser.
Okay,
that is my goal in sex. It's always been my goal is to please. I get off more on knowing that you're pleased. Like, I'm absolutely okay with you being more pleased than me.
Exactly. And I feel like women, I'm sorry, people don't get that who are not pleasers. So me personally, I'm a pleaser. Mm-hmm. Like, and that goes into my next topic. So I had this woman, well, not woman, I've had women get upset at me because I focus more on them orgasming, on climaxing, than myself, right? And they're like, well, why didn't you? Why, and they'll get upset, like, is it me? Is it me? You're always doing this, blah, 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 right? And I'm like, I'm good because you're happy because you were able to do it so many times.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I wanted out of this session.
Yeah.
When I want to, you will know. Like, I'll make sure I do it when I want to. But most of the time,
that's how I am.
I just want you to do it. So, I want. Hold on, I had the topic here. I can't find it. But anyways, so. Okay, so we discussed that. So pleasers versus non-pleasers. So we'll probably have to get another person on here who is a pillow princess, or wants to be pleased. But I guess it could go both ways, because the partner that is upset that you're not, that they think you're not fulfilled, maybe they're a pleaser on the way too, because it really messes with them that you're not, you didn't finish, or whatever the case may be. So we'll have to get a opposite viewpoint on that, because me and you have the same viewpoint. But me personally, I want people to stop getting mad at me because I didn't finish. Like, it doesn't matter.
For women,
Did you have a time?
I don't know. For women, to me, it's a little different when we don't see y'all like get off. It's a little different. It kind of hits us a little different, I guess. I mean, in my personal opinion, because it's like, how do you not, like, as a man, like us women, we can literally lay there and let you do your thing, like, some. But I don't know. It's just different when a man doesn't come versus a woman.
So, have you been in that what is it called? Have you been in that
situation?
Yeah, that situation where your partner was upset at you for not finishing?
Yeah. I have, like, or didn't believe that I did, like, so yeah, I have. And they felt some type of way, like something possibly was like wrong or something, and I'm like, no, like, you're fine. I just wanted you to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted you to enjoy yourself. I wanted you to finish or whatever. Don't worry about me. Like, I'm getting off just on the experience,
Exactly. So let me ask you this. Have you ever faked a nut?
Oh, absolutely. Women do it all the time.
I know women, but what I've come to find out, and I thought it was rare, but what I've come to find out is men do it too.
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Now, have I ever experienced that I know of? Absolutely not, because I've seen the ending product. But and they may I don't know. I've heard of it. And I know some of my male friends that I've had conversations with, they told me, about them doing it or whatever.
I've been in those situations, like me personally, if I feel like it's going to be more of an argument to if it's going to be more of an argument to say, why didn't you finish, blah blah blah, and have to go through all those motions, I'll fake it. And like, I think the worst thing that I've done, I don't know if any other men have done it, but I don't want to tell this.
What?
A lot of times they're like, well, if I don't see it, it didn't happen. And so, me personally, one time I spit on this girl back. I just let a lot of drool like drop on her back to make it look like, I did all the, everything on her back. Just to get out of the argument, because like I'm good. Yeah. But I don't sit here and have to argue with it. So I'm gonna ask some more of my my guy friends, see if they ever done that. You know, been in a situation like that too.
I
Uh,
actually, a guy told me before that he actually spit on a girl's like butt to make it
mhm.
seem like he nut, but he didn't nut.
Yeah, that's what I do. Just depending on the situation. Um, and that's only, and I feel like you only do that because you really care about the girl. You don't want her to be all upset talking about it's her and what's wrong with her and stuff like that. It's nothing wrong with you. I'm just, and you might be with a guy that practice semen retention. You know, so there could be a lot of reasons why. But I feel like the main is that they're good. They're just a person pleaser. So okay, cool beans. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I I don't know. I now do you think a lot of people have sex and think of other people while they're having sex to actually come?
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, don't tell me, dang, she did it again. Now don't tell me that that's what you did because, like, why? Why would you tell me that? I don't need to know that information. What am I going to do with that? Right. So yeah, I don't like that. Have I done it? I don't feel like I have the imaginative skills to imagine someone else while I'm with someone else because essentially, I can't multitask like that. I'm not about to sit there and imagine someone else, you know, having sex with me while I'm having sex with someone else. I can't do it. But I've heard people say that they did or whatever. But I'm just saying if you gotta do all that, okay, so there's two different reasons why people do it. If you gotta do all that, then you need to just go be with that person or figure out some stuff about yourself or something. I don't know. But if you want to do something like that, or it's just a fantasy that you're playing in your head or something like that, then okay, I can understand it. Um, but I guess it also depends on the person because, like, if you're imagining Denzel Washington while you're having sex with me, then I can't really do that. But if it's a nigga next door, like that's some bullshit. So that's the difference, in my opinion. And that's where I would either be mad or whatever. Now, um, let's get into our final topic of the day. Well, okay, second to final topic of the day. Bro code. And we were gonna let Miss Bonnie do her girl code, but I have a bro code for the day. So let me go back and find that. Uh, bro code number 5. Make sure that you practice self-care and hygiene, improving hygiene. Um, just on a day-to-day basis. Because I get tired of a lot of women, when I ask them, well, what are your pet peeves? And they're like, well, my pet peeves is a nigga with dirty fingernails. Or my pet peeve is someone with bad breath. Or, my pet peeve is when I'm going down on my dude, he he smells like salt and vinegar chips, right? So let's practice more self-care, because if it's a lot of women that has that pet peeve, then it means there's a lot of dudes out there that's not practicing good hygiene. And I know you get excited about, she ready to meet up, you getting off work or whatever the case may be. You want to just throw on some sweats and, hurry up over there before she changes her mind or something happens or whatever the case may be. Just, it's fine. It's going to be fine. Just jump in that tub, jump in that shower, rinse out your nails, get a nice little pick, clean them out, trim them. Don't go over there with long nails, because what we're going to talk about next week is foreplay. And another pet peeve is niggas are out here pretending that they Freddy Krueger. And if you don't know what I mean, then you don't know. But if you out here Freddy Kruegering girls, like, bro, trim your nails, get it nice below the cubicles. I think that's what it's called, or right where the meat touches the thing. But the way you could tell is try to scratch yourself. If you're able to scratch yourself, then she's gonna feel that too, right? But yeah, trim yourself up, get nice and right. So that's my bro code. I don't know if Bonnie's gonna make it back, so I'm gonna move on to our last segment. What we watching this week? So I feel like this is a great way for me to discuss with my viewers on some great shows or movies that you can either check out and see if you like them too. So allow me a minute and 16 seconds of your time, and I'm going to play you what we're watching this week. So let me describe it first. Let me tell you what it is first. So it's called Interview with the Vampire. So there used to be a series. I mean, not a series. There used to be a movie called Interview with the Vampire. I believe Brad Pitt was the vampire, and this was back in 1990 that they made this movie. And then before that, if you like vampire history or vampire lore, there used to also be a movie with not Queen Latifah, god dang it, Halle Berry. She played in a movie called Queen of the Damned. Now, if you don't know that movie, go watch it. You're gonna love the movie, even if you're not very keen on like vampires and werewolves and all that kind of stuff. I feel like you would still like it. It's still a great movie. I give it a good let's see. I give it a good 8 out of 10 for its day and age, right? I think it came out like mid 2000s. But yeah, good movie. Now, what they did was they remade the movie Interview with the Vampire from the 1990s into a series on AMC. You can either watch it on the AMC app, Prime Video, whatever. The first episode is free of the first season. There's 2 seasons. You get 2 seasons. I believe they're all an hour long or 45 minutes long, but really great show. I give it a great 9 out of 10 rating. And the only reason for that I give it a 9 out of 10 is because, dang, what was my reason? I can't remember. I can't remember what the reason was. But yeah, I give it a 9 out of 10. And yeah, so I'm gonna play that for you. Yeah, give me 1 second. Hey, hold on.
Okay, so I'm back. I don't know why it just shuts the app out. Like it just shut me off. It throws me off. It did it twice.
You good, you good. So we did bro code. Did you want to give your girl code real quick?
It's whatever we can.
Do you have your girl code? Bonnie. Okay, so we lost her again. But however, so we're gonna go over to what we're watching, and yeah, check this out. So it's a trailer, but yeah, check this out. Let's see if I can select what screen I want to share. Haha! Your boy figuring this out. I'm figuring this out. All right, so check this out. Ooh-wee. Oh man, I get chills every time I watch it. Yeah, literally every time I watch that, I get freaking chills. Because me personally, the reason why I give it a 9 out of 10 is because one, I love a show or movie that narrates itself. It tells you what's happening, right? Because I'm slow. I'm a little slow at catching up to things, right? So this show gives you a full. So is I can't even explain it, but so the let me share it again. I'm not gonna share the movies, but anyways, so this guy right here. Oh, sorry, this guy right here. Mr. Louis D. Leon Core is his, his character's name. Louis is basically narrating his life story as to how he became a vampire. Black dude, New Orleans, let's say freaking 1300s, and he's working in the entertainment district, and this guy ends up, I'm not gonna tell the story, but he becomes a vampire. So he's narrating the whole thing, and he's telling it via memory of his experience of everything that happened up until that point, right? Now, this dude back here, I forgot his name. Oh, Lestat something. So this guy is Lestat. And if you already watched Queen of the Damned, this is the same Lestat that that was that Halle Berry, made as the vampire. If you didn't watch it, then spoiler alert. But anyways, so Lestat is this dude is cold. He cold-hearted. Like, give this man a freaking Oscar, because this guy goes and portrays, he's in love with Louis. He falls in love with Louis, and let him tell it. Louis petitioned him. Louis was chasing him. Bruh. It flips the script, everything. So I love a movie or a TV show that basically goes and just completely flips everything that you thought, right? So yeah, go check it out. It's on Prime. It's on AMC Plus. At least watch the first episode. And if you don't get past the first episode, or I'm sorry, if you watch the first episode and it's not already sunk in for you, I always say, in any series that you watch the first 2 episodes, because sometimes the first episode is a little slow, and then the second episode kind of like speeds up, right? So really good, great series, so on and so forth. Cool beans. All right. So thank you guys for listening to my podcast. You can also find us on Apple Music, Spotify, I believe Google as well. We do have a YouTube channel. If you haven't already gone on there and subscribe, please go on there, subscribe. You can also find me on TikTok. Some of my videos, please go like and subscribe. I'll be trying to figure out how to do live on TikTok as well. And if you have any stories that you want me to tell, or you want to, that you want me to tell for our grown and embarrassing, I won't use your name. You can do it totally anonymous. You can always email me here and just write anonymous, and then just write the email there, right? Or you can find me on Facebook and direct message me your story or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so you can find us on YouTube at Grown But Childish, and also you can email us at Grown But Childish, and we will tell your story. Now, if you want to join the podcast on our next episode, which will be next Tuesday, hopefully we can get on there a little bit sooner. I try to, get everything prepared between 7 and 8 and be live and ready by 8. Today we did it by 9:15. Don't judge me, okay? I'm very inconsistent with my consistency. We've already come to terms with that. Whatever. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, hit us up, let us know, and thank you guys for watching. Stay childish. Have a good night.